What's up, guys? We are here back with the Archerage private servers, Archerage, and we did a video, 2 days ago now? And yes, I did get a lot of information wrong in that video, and as you can see, going against EA for the most downvotes in recent history here, 139 downvotes, definitely nowhere near EA and their atrocity in the last few days with the Star Wars game. But let's take a look at some of the comments and whatnot, and let's go over the points here that I got wrong in the video. So February is the highest person on the gear rankings. He is not banned, as I initially said in the last video. He apparently takes his gear off to troll other players while he's not online. Definitely very interesting. There was rumors going around that he was banned, so it is, not entirely crazy to think that he was banned since he was off the leaderboards. And I mean, why would you really take the gear off? I mean, you're number one for a reason, in my opinion. You want to be everyone looking at you, everyone talking about you, but I guess maybe it works in his favor because by taking the gear off, everyone then talks about him, be like, hey, did he get banned? Is he gone? What happened to him? Did he blow up his gear? What happened to February? So that is a big issue right there. Number one got February wrong. February, congrats on your gear score, man. You are still number one. Number two was the big pay-to-win topic, and of course, all the players that are playing this server are going to defend it as not pay-to-win. And in the last about a week, there's been no way to purchase credits via money. So there has been no pay-to-win option at all in the last week or so. And the funny thing about that is that now on the forums, people are complaining that they need a cash shop to actually progress in the game. They don't want to play the game. They simply want to swipe and, get hauler upgrades, get regrade charms, and so forth like that, things like that. So definitely the game is pay to win. No question about it. Archerage is a pay to win game, but it's not pay to win because TryOn did not make the cash shop. This is XL Games' doing. XL Games designed the game and turned it into this big, cash grab, regrade charms, and whatnot. Yes, TryOn does have a hand in it, but same thing on the same thing on the private servers here that you are playing. The host has access to all this code and can change the cash shop to his liking. So if he wanted to, he could completely remove the cash shop. He could completely remove any in-game effects like regrade charms, scarecrows, tree houses, things like that affect in-game activities. Will there always be pay to win in Archerage? Most likely, because you can just trade items, sell items for gold off the cash shop. So unless everything is bound, then you won't be able to trade for gold and you won't really have a pay to win aspect there. People defended the private server because it's cheaper to grab credits. The thing that does, though, is that it really pushes the pay-to-win players against the free players. So unless you're free and you're no-lifing, grinding it out, you're going to be further behind the pay-to-win players. It hasn't stretched as far yet because the cash shop has been gone pretty much for a week. So the server's been live for 3 weeks. The cash shop has been down for 1 week. Due to whatever circumstances. We're not even going to speculate on why the cash shop has been down. But yeah, so the cash shop has been down for the last week or so. And everyone has free patron status, which means everyone gets the increased labor regeneration. They have 6 character slots unlocked. So a lot of features are not hidden behind paywalls in this server, which definitely helps. But those features don't really make it pay to win. What makes it pay to win is the regrade charms and being able to trade items to other players. Swipe, majestic trees, mining drills, a massive influx of raw materials being brought into the game for little to no efforts. The tree houses that can pretty much be built instantaneously. Yes, there's a little bit of work. You do have to put some materials into it, but when you combine it with mining drills and majestic trees, the resources that are required for tree houses are pretty much free and easy to get. The treehouse takes up a huge footprint, 28 by 28, so there's people complaining of no land, which is correct. I mean, you look at the forums, people are crying, no land, this game sucks because there's no land. So pictures like this is what pisses off a lot of players when they see the same character or a character with alt name having 6, 10, 20 tree houses out in one zone. It's horrible. And then with the increased labor regeneration, you can pretty much make as many tax certs as you want. You're also going to be able to get to the 230,000 proficiency to make tradable tax certs in the future, which will make it so they will never lose their land. I mean, you can just have alt accounts. And that goes into the next step here. That I did mistakenly say that the forum moderators are GMs. So the forum moderators are not GMs. They are just forum moderators. They do have access to some of the GMs, and they talk privately with them because, yeah, they're working for them essentially. So the rules for the server here are supposedly 1 account per player. But you can get around that really, really easy by simply saying, oh, it's my wife's account. Oh, it's my son's account. Oh, it's my brother's account. We all use the same computer. Yada, yada, yada. To say that there are no alt accounts that are feeding main accounts is just completely wrong. You can see that in any version of Archerage, and you definitely can see people utilizing another free account to generate more money, more labor, which in turn is money. And that money is pumping up on their main character. If you're not doing that, you're going to fall behind, just like in the live servers. So the other points that I do want to touch on is the castle claiming, which is maybe like point number 4, point number 5, or whatever it was on my video. Castle claiming, the process did happen, but the castle was not claimed. So the one forum moderator's guild, supposedly they posted their thread here in the forums, saying that they've told everyone the same thing, that the castles were not going to be claimable, but the guild leader did not listen to us. He's pretty smart. He didn't listen to me when I told him a few times, castles aren't this weekend. No worries. I get it. Most guild leaders on the servers are dark runners, so people don't expect much from them. But Indica is smart enough to not listen to me or trust really anything he's told by any video game dev / admin. So I don't play the server, so I don't know exactly what happened. I just know what happens on the forums. This is a pretty big deal, though. Like, misinformation is a hallmark of Archerage and TryOn Worlds. So, like I said, it doesn't just extend to TryOn Worlds. These people also don't understand the game systems as well as they should for running a server. It looked like castle claiming was possible because the fortresses did get to tier 3 and the pack was available. I don't know. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but it sounds like someone made a pack, the system message went out, and then they were unable to actually channel the Lordstone because of contestation of that pack. That's what I got out of this. But yes, please let me know what exactly happened on the castle claiming process. Did they just miss out on the time frame needed to claim the Lordstone? And then so lastly, let's go over to the TryOn chill comments, which is quite funny because if anyone has watched any of my videos, they know that I dislike TryOn Worlds completely. I don't trust them. I don't like them at all. I wish someone else was publishing the game, but I do like Archerage the game. So, with that being said, I will push and fight for a better version of Archerage to happen, which I have always done for all of the new Fresh Start servers. I personally haven't been playing Archerage for about 3 or 4 months now, and even before that, I had not played much Archerage at all on the live servers. So there's the other rumor that I've spent $10,000 or $5,000 or some crazy amount of money on the official servers, but I haven't. The total amount of money that I've spent on Archerage official servers in the 3 years now, 3.5 years it's been since alpha, has been $645 or $630 or $660, right around there. So 600 and something because of buying 3 of the Archeum founder packs, 1 of the 150 packs at Fresh Start 2.0 or 2.0, I believe it's. No, 3.0. Fresh Start 2.0 or 3.0. I don't know which one it was. And then also some patron time on those. So 3 or 4 patron times, 2 or 3 or 4 patron times in the first month of those servers. So 600 and we'll say $60 is the most that I've spent on Archerage official servers. I do not have a shitload of money invested in TryOn Worlds. I do not care what TryOn Worlds thinks about me. I still will be getting my interviews with TryOn Worlds at the PAX conventions. I mean, they're not gonna shoo me away for talking shit about them. I'm still part of the creators program. I do have codes to give out. I don't care about the codes. Some people were like, oh, he's just trying to suck up for TryOn World squirrel codes. No, man, I've had like 60 TryOn World squirrel codes that I haven't even given out for the last month and a half. I don't give a shit about the TryOn World squirrel codes. They've even released a brand new costume, which I guess I should give some of those out because why not? I got them. And it's a new item that people may want. But yeah, I have no idea all the love that people think I have for TryOn Worlds, when if you look at almost any of my videos, it's all negative for the most part on TryOn Worlds. Archerage is such a cool, unique experience that I think most people can agree we wanted it to work. And the fact that it didn't work really sucked. It was probably one of the most anticipated games of the last decade, and with all the failures that happened, it crushed a lot of people. It crushed a lot of people for, pre-alpha access. They saw alpha. Alpha was pretty damn cool, so unique and different, and then the cash shop destroyed it, and then the bots destroyed it, and then the pay-to-win aspect destroyed it, then the Thunderstruck tree destroyed it, and then the Aurorian castles destroyed it. People have been giving Archerage and TryOn World specifically so many second chances, third chances, fourth chances, fifth chances, because there's nothing out there in the market for sandbox MMOs that this compares to. Black Desert Online is definitely close-ish, but it's not the same at all. There's so much lacking from Black Desert Online compared to Archerage. And the only things that I can see coming they're not going to be clones, they're not going to be exact replicas, but Crowfall does have a lot of aspects of Archerage in it. It's still far out. It's still at least 6 months out before a soft launch, but it will have a lot of Archerage-related features in it. Trade packs, crop growing, housing, castle sieges, fortresses, player-run economy. And then the other game is, of course, Ashes of Creation, which is even further out, probably 3 years out at this point. And Ashes of Creation was built because of Archage's failures. Archerage birthed Ashes of Creation. Everyone probably knows that Sorcerer is Stephen Sharif, the guy who's creating Ashes of Creation. He was one of the biggest whales in Archerage, and he was so pissed off with Archerage that he went in to make his own game. That's crazy. That's nuts. So if Archerage had succeeded and done a little bit better, there would not be an Ashes of Creation. That is just crazy to think about. But yeah, so anyone that thinks I'm a TryOn shill, cool, I guess. I am not a TryOn shill whatsoever. It's not gonna, whatever I say is not gonna change your mind on that. And I'm never going to change anyone's opinion too. So I personally do not support the private servers. For one, because of the fact that they stole the game from XL Games. As much as I hate XL Games, they did create the game Archerage. They created the lore, they created the game, they created the gameplay. So everything they own. This is intellectual property that they own. Archerage is stealing that intellectual property and using it for profit. So I would be okay. It's not ethical, but I would be okay with Archerage as a free server that you don't have to pay anything. And that the host is actually just losing money, fronting the server, putting it up because they want to play a better version of Archerage. I would be okay with that. But where I cross the line is, because stealing is bad, no matter what you think. Stealing is bad, in my opinion. So, if you're for stealing, go ahead, great, awesome. But so they stole the game, and now they are profiting off of the game. Profiting off of XL's work and efforts, if you want to call it that. That is where I totally just draw the line. They should not be profiting off of the game, making, thousands upon thousands of dollars off of someone else's work. So, I know you're not going to care, because if you're playing Archerage, you're probably excited or happy for the game as it is, with the changes. And yeah, a lot of the cool features in there are awesome. There, everyone's got patron status, everyone has increased labor regeneration, everyone has a faster growth time on their crops, better drop rates. There's a lot of features in there that are cool, and that I hope that TryOn Worlds and XL Games takes a look at and realizes like this works, this doesn't work, and progresses further with their new servers and makes them better. So that's the one hope, and the only reason that I actually do talk about Archerage at all is because there's hope that TryOn and Excel look at this server and improve their gaming experience on their official servers because of it. Alright guys, that is it. That is all I want to talk about here. Post your hate comments down below. I will talk to you guys later.